Hello, welcome back to Little Slice on Paradise. My name is Jessica and I am a knitter, I'm a mom, I'm a Christian, and I'm so glad you are here. Today I thought I would kind of take you along as like a day in the life. I am a stay-at-home homeschooling mom who also knits as my income. So today we have to do some canning. I had some chicken feet that I turned into broth. So that's been simmering since yesterday, like all day yesterday. It was simmering overnight. And then this morning we're gonna can it up before we head out to basketball camp. I have to pack lunches for the drive, snacks for camp. We've been making our own bread, so you'll see that coming up. What else? We're gonna take my daughter to camp, drop her off. My son and I are gonna go find something to do for 4 hours, and then we pick my daughter up and then head home, and then by the time we get home it's 5, so then we have to do dinner and the kids will play for a while before bedtime. So that's like a pretty standard day. Not necessarily the basketball camp, but just home stuff, running around, trying to squeeze in knitting where I can, but also making my kids the priority. So yeah, I'm so glad you're here. I hope you enjoy this little sneak peek into our lives. I will check in with you guys later. Okay, bye. We are finally home after a long day out and about today. The dog is at my feet and he's playing with his ball. So if you hear like snuffling and balls dropping, that's what's going on. The kids are outside on the trampoline. So if you hear them yelling, that's what's going on out there. And I've been here. I'm gonna talk to you guys for a little bit before I have to get the kids down for bed. So today we were out all afternoon. My daughter had basketball camp from 12 to 4. So we had to leave the house at like 11 and take her to camp. And it's about 40 minutes away. So then rather than coming back and then going back to get her, my son and I just stayed in town. So we went to like the local children's museum and he got to run around and play and I got to sit on a bench and get some knitting done. So I thought I would show you guys what I was able to knit and or finish today. Some of these hats I had already knit, I just didn't finish them. So I'm going to show you the pile and then I'm going to put them away in my box of stuff to take to the markets. First, I knit this black hat. And I'm not done with it. It's just a simple beanie. But normally I do my beanies ribbed, and this one is stockinette. So this one is flat because I'm going to duplicate stitch some letters on it. So stay tuned to see how that turns out. But I'm trying it. I have no pattern, so we'll see how it works. But I have an idea, and yeah, I'll show you guys that later. So mostly done. It just needs the letters on it. Okay, then I got this hat done. It's just plain pink. This is my standard beanie. It's just 1x1 rib and then 2x2 rib. And these tend to fit most everybody that tries them on. If people want, they could fold them over for like more of a skull beanie style. So this is just my go-to beanie. So I got that one done. That's completely done. I did this one. It's the same thing. And then these four I had already knit, but I hadn't done, so these are kitty cat hats. So I hadn't done the pink ears, and I hadn't sewn up the ears or like sewn the ends in or put the tags on. So I did that at the museum today. So this is a baby size. There's 3 baby sizes, 3 of the babies. Oops, that one has a fuzzy. 3 babies, and then 1, I think this is an adult. Yeah, something like that. Isn't that fun? Yeah, I think it's adorable, and people love them. So that is everything I've done so far today. It's now about 6 o'clock. I'll probably get 2 more hats done this evening. Usually I can knit a whole hat during bedtime, so while I'm sitting waiting for my kids to fall asleep, and then usually I can knit a whole hat after bedtime. So yeah, that I'm pretty pleased with that. And now I can put them away into the market bin, and we'll see what else we get done tonight. So I thought I'd show you that. Oh, there's like a fuzzy. I thought I'd show you that so I can get them put away, and then I'll check in with you later maybe to show you what I was able to knit from 6 o'clock now on till I go to bed. So I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm making dinner, but I wanted to show you guys how good this chicken broth turned out. Look at this. It is so dark and so delicious looking. I'm so excited to put these in our pantry. So today we canned 6 jars of homemade chicken broth. Yeah, so I thought I would show you that. I'm gonna get the jars cleaned up, I'm gonna label them, and then I will take them to the pantry and put them away for when we need some soup or we just need some broth in general. So there you go. Alright friends, it is 10:30 at night and I'm just about to go to bed, but I wanted to show you the 2 hats that I was able to knit this evening. So the first one is this. These are all just scraps that I had, and I just kept knitting until I ran out of the color and then changed, and then knit till I ran out of the yellow and then added in some white. So hat number 1 for the evening. And then hat number 2 is this little one. So yeah, that was my 2 hats for the evening, and I'm gonna call it a night, and I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.